Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval Creed. Today we'll be reviewing the second aircraft layout for the USS Ranger, the first American fleet carrier. As we've seen in earlier videos, the ship itself has not changed, she still has all the same stats. However, we are loaded with a different air group this time. So yesterday we had 2 fighter squadrons, 1 torpedo bomber and 1 dive bomber. Today we have 1 fighter, 1 torpedo bomber, and 2 dive bomber squadrons. So a more balanced kind of layout, I would say, though you do have a quite considerable strike potential. So without further ado, let's toss into a game and see how we can do today. Alright, here we have ourselves a game. 1 carrier, it looks like 4 battleships and 2 destroyers, and no cruisers. So this might work out in our favor since we do have quite a considerable strike package. We can do quite a bit of damage on those battleships. Let's see, we have a Leon, a Gneisenau, a Leon, and a Colorado. So the only one that really poses a threat to my aircraft is Gneisenau, but even then that's not really much. Udachi is going to be a hard ship to sink, mainly because she's so hard to find. Her air concealment is actually I'm pretty sure the best in the game. It's like 2.7 or 3 kilometers fully concealed. It's actually really ridiculous. Alright, so let's put our fighters over here because I feel like those are going to be the first targets. Let's bring our dive bombers out first because those do quite a bit of damage. And then our torpedo bombers. And let's just start making our way this way. So let's see here. The destroyers, especially Leningrad, are going to be hard to hit. Udachi is going to be hard to find. Colorado's pretty easy target. Leon's are pretty easy. Carrier's easy. Gneisenau, she has her speed and good AA for her tier. So all in all, pretty easy game besides a couple ships. I'm not too worried about it though. But of course the Gneisenau is on our side, so let's see what we can do against her. And we have also the Leningrad. That's fine. We also have a Lyon. Let's bring our torpedo bombers over here. See what are our fighters doing. Our fighters are still getting into position. Alright, let's bring our dive bombers up a little farther. Get our torpedo bombers ready to strike. We're going to see if we can take out this Gneisenau, or at least do so much damage that she no longer becomes a threat for the rest of this game. But first we have to get our torpedo strike correctly. So come in from the quarter here. And we are not widespread, which is good. However, I think Gneisenau is going to be turning a little bit too much to get all of our torpedo hits. Though she is going to take quite a few of them, it looks like. And then here comes both dive bomber squadrons for 15,000 damage. So yeah, that took quite a bit off of them. I'll take that. And it looks like my assumption was wrong. They went after the enemy carrier went after the Leningrad instead. So we're definitely going to lose her. But the other Leningrad is about to go down as well. Let's put our fighters over here. Looks like our Leningrad is actually saturated from torpedoes, so that one she just took didn't actually do any damage. But she's certainly going to take enough damage from the secondaries of Gneisenau to go down. Or the Lyon. Alright, so we'll just have to wait here for right now. The enemy carrier is over there, so maybe they're actually going to go after this Lyon. We just really have to see. And the enemy Hancock has the base loadout of aircraft. So even if her fighters are inferior to mine, she still has more than me. She has 2 squadrons versus my 1. So I'd still, I guess you could say it's practically equal in that terms. I'm actually going to slow down here because I don't really want to be seen by any of these battleships. But with Gnies, no. Okay, she should go down there. Yep, I'm undetected. Yeah, Ranger, as mentioned yesterday, has absolutely no armor against anything. She can be citadeled and one-shotted from halfway across the map if you let her. So don't give the team that opportunity. Alright, so we sank the Urachi. That's good. I'm happy with that. Let's see if we can get all our torpedoes to hit on this Lyon. Looks like she's starting to move. So maybe not. Yeah, look at that. But here come my dive bombers. 10 bomb hits, 18,000 damage. Oh, such a good, so good dive bombers. And we're gonna stop and reverse because we're about to be detected by that Lyon. Yep, there we go. We lost our fighters. Let's go back to our carrier here. I don't think the Lyon's actually going to shoot us though. It does have visual of all my team's battleships, so we should be in the clear for right now. And she's going to go behind the island anyways. And we should go undetected here momentarily. There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can finish off with the torpedo bombers. And let's see, what's the Colorado look like? Oh, she's pretty okay. We can bring the dive bombers out here. Bring our fighters out as well. Alright, so for this Lyon, we're gonna attack from this side, considering she has the island on the other. And that should be enough to sink her right here. Yep, there we go. Alright, turn in to decrease the time to target. Looks like that Colorado is actually going to go down. Yep, the Colorado went down, so time to go attack the enemy carrier. I don't think we actually got a chance to attack the carrier yesterday. I don't really remember yesterday's game though, so maybe we did. Who knows? Alright, so our dive bombers are definitely going to do a lot of damage against this carrier. And she's already coming under attack from at least the Lyon here. Alright, so let's see if we can get our drop correct. Something like that should be good. 12,000 damage, I'll take that, no problem. We haven't got many fires this game, we only have 1 out of 30 bomb hits. So fire chance today is not the best, but we still end up with a victory, and I think we did pretty good damage-wise, so let's see how we did. 117,000 damage, 1 ship sunk, 10 torpedo hits, 30 bomb hits, 2 aircraft shot down, 1 fire, 2 floodings, 1 module destroyed, for 3,700 base XP. 6,000 damage and fires. We have torpedoes of 65,000 damage and bombs did 46,000 damage. Against only 3 targets. It was kind of a quick game, honestly. But you can kind of see how even if it's the most balanced kind of layout, you're still primarily strike oriented. I only had 2 aircraft shot down, and the one time that my fighters were engaged in a dogfight, they were all shot down as well. So, if you're going to go for fighters or any kind of defensive capability, you're going to go with mod 1. However, if you want to do any kind of strike oriented package, mod 2 and mod 3 will be your best options. So, for tomorrow's video, we will now have 5 groups of squadrons, or 5 squadrons of dive bombers that have 6 aircraft in them total. Look at all these dive bombers. Yeah, so tomorrow's going to be a fun video. But with that, I will wrap up today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and join me tomorrow while we go over the final aircraft layout for Ranger. So again, thank you and take care.